Good morning, everyone. Oh my gosh, so excited. Awake, showered, which is not usually like me. And if you follow me on social media, you know that my hair is usually up in the mom bun, no makeup, glasses, all that stuff during the week. But I'm showing up for you because all of you matter. And Melissa and myself are so honored to have you here in this one day sneak peek into exactly what coaching is. And you may kind of understand what it is. Maybe you've been invited before. Maybe you're already involved within the lifestyle and you're just curious as to what this all involves. But I'm Heather Ann Pettit, and on behalf of the both of us who will be chit-chatting with you throughout the day today, we are excited to have you, and we are a part of and the leaders of Team Fearlessly Made. So, you have been invited by us or someone else within our tribe of fabulous ladies. Good morning. And we are here to just simply share with you a little bit throughout the day. We're going to be popping in throughout different times of the day. So there is no obligation to be on live. You can check the recordings at your own convenience, but this is your hub for just understanding a little bit more about what this opportunity entails and if you want to pursue this in any such way. So I am the first post of the day. So what I kind of want to dive in first, in case you don't know anything about me, I believe that our stories truly tell what our soul is, and if you truly can connect with what we do. So my story actually began back in 2012. I was that former gym rat. I was that person that thrived and lived on classes. Like, I would get to the gym extra early to ensure that I had my spot in class. I signed up for numerous classes and I felt like I had to kill myself at the gym for 2 hours, 6 or 7 days a week. And it was a major part of my life. And fitness has always been that way since high school. I am now 35 years old and a mom of two little girls. But it's always been a part of my life. I've always been passionate about fitness. I always wanted to be involved in the industry somehow, some way. I went to college for graphic design and I worked within that field as a graphic designer for 10 years for 3 different companies along that journey. But I did get involved with teaching classes at one point, but my kind of introduction into Beachbody was the live format classes. I never knew DVDs existed at this point. I thrived in the live format classes, and that was Turbo Kick, and I also did PiYo, which was a fusion of like yoga and Pilates and stretching and all that good stuff, and I loved it. And it was when my husband and I, were planning to get married. We were in the engagement phase and we just were newlyweds. We were looking to save money. And at that time, I was not completely satisfied with the gym I was attending. I loved one class during the week and it was only taught once a week. And the times that I was going there, I was kind of meandering my way around the equipment, thinking this is what I would have to do. I would literally rip those pages out of fitness magazines of circuits that you could do at the gym, and I would take those with me and put them on the elliptical or put them on the treadmill and kind of figure out a routine, but not be consistent with it. And I knew I was probably overtraining or not working certain, muscles effectively. So I was never achieving the results that I truly wanted, but I was spending a lot of time and energy there, and a lot of money on the memberships. So I decided to forego that, and I came across an ad on Facebook at this time. And that ad was for a program that said it was 5 days a week, 25-minute workouts, and it was a 3-month program. And it was with a trainer that I was sorry about that. I had a call come in. It was with Shaun T. And if you guys know him, he's insanity. He's hip hop abs. He is the crazy all out guy that people feel like they're dying when they're doing their workouts. But I was familiar with him because I had dabbled in insanity prior, never completed it. But it was his program. So I invested in it and I gave it my all during those 3 months. And in those 3 months, from the living room of our small condo, I achieved the greatest results I'd ever achieved. And I was hooked. Like, I wanted more. I wanted to then at that point really define my nutrition, because my mindset when it came to nutrition was you can't eat snacks. You got to basically starve yourself. I was in that phase of diet pills and doing all the quick fixes and fads, and nothing stuck. I would find myself in binges and cycling and all of that stuff, and it just was a constant stress in my life and kind of felt like it restricted me. So I dove into the nutrition plan, truly, that came with that program. I understood what good nutrition was, clean nutrition was, how food is fuel for the body and should not be looked at as a bad thing. And then I also invested in the 30-day risk-free trial of Shakeology because it was always, advertised within these DVDs. And I was curious. I was a child that grew up in a wellness household. My mother also provides meal replacement shakes and protein shakes, so it wasn't new to me. But I had some things that needed to be fixed. I had constant bloat. I suffered from IBS. I had an incredible sweet tooth. I was low on energy throughout the middle of my day, and I was 20-something years old. I shouldn't be feeling like that. So obviously something in my nutrition wasn't right. So I gave it a go for the 30 days. I ended up sticking with it longer than the 30 days. And in those 2 months, my IBS symptoms were totally resolved. I no longer suffer from it. My energy is regulated. My sweet tooth is nearly gone, which is incredible. And it now, after 5+ years, has been a part of my daily routine every day as just that nutrition that I know I'm missing. I can't get anywhere else. And it is that good, like it's almost a dessert every day, and I feel guilty for even drinking it. So I was in. And during that time, my coach reached out to me via email. I didn't know who she was. I never met her from Adam, but she emailed me. She saw me on Facebook, kind of, sharing in my journey. But I didn't know there was an opportunity at the time. I didn't know coaching existed. I was just living and loving the lifestyle. That's it. But she emailed me and she said, I see you doing your thing on Facebook. You're really an inspiration at what you do. Have you ever considered doing this opportunity? And at the time, I didn't know there were 3 levels of this opportunity. And that was, you can just sign up as a coach for strictly the discount. Enjoy the 25% off of anything that you ever invest in through Team Beachbody. So you could have the discount. The second level was that you can strictly just enjoy the membership and maybe dabble in it. Maybe you're looking for a fun hobby on the side, something to call your own, something to make you more accountable in your own journey. Because with the coaching opportunity, you're also surrounded within this community that just thrives and is positive and supports one another, empowers one another. And you could just maybe make a couple extra bucks on the side just for helping someone else live a better life themselves, inspire someone else. And then there is the full-time, all in, I'm making this a full-time business type of coaching membership. And that is, you're doing the daily behaviors. You are plugging people into monthly accountability and challenge groups and providing them that community for support. You're seeing a consistent paycheck on a weekly basis. You are building not only fit and healthy lifestyle for you and your family and all those around you, but a fit and financial life as well. You're achieving goals. You're growing, bigger than you ever thought. You're dreaming bigger than you ever thought. And it truly becomes your own business where you are the CEO of it. But I didn't know those 3 levels existed. So I brushed her off and I said, no, I'm good. I'm just going to continue on what I'm doing. A couple weeks went by, she reached out to me again. She said, I still see you showing up. I think you could really benefit from this, at least for the discount. If I see you are continuing Shakeology, is it something you've considered? And at that point, I'm like, you know what? I'm not discontinuing Shakeology. It's a part of my daily routine. I know that I'm going to keep investing in these programs because I'm seeing results and I'm not going back to that gym and having that big membership. So I invested in the coach membership strictly for the discount, and I enjoyed it as that. If people asked me what I was doing, yeah, I shared it. Yes, I had a website I could connect them to. They could invest in the program through me. I got a nice little commission from it, but that was it. I wasn't looking to make it a full-time income because I was happy at the job I was at. Then fast forward to 2014, I was on maternity leave with my first daughter. I have 2 now, and I started to do a lot of self-reflecting, a lot of praying, a lot of realizing in those quiet moments of the day where I was home with her on maternity leave and thinking, am I really doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Is this where I'm supposed to be until I retire at 65? And am I supposed to miss out on all these moments? Because forever I wanted to eventually be a stay-at-home mom if circumstances presented themselves to let me be able to do that. And I knew in my current job, I wouldn't be able to stay at home or work part-time or be able to work at home. So I was thinking, I'm like, you know what? I do have this opportunity here, and it's been sitting there as strictly as a discount. But I knew there was potential. I knew what I could make out of it. And I knew at that moment in time, I'm like, this was the seed that was planted so long ago, and now is going to grow into that opportunity that was meant to be in my life at this time. And I'm a person of faith. I believe that God has his timing and plan on everything. If you believe in a higher power, whatever that is, I believe the universe always has your back, you know? And I'm like, this is that chance for me to explore and develop my other passion in life, which has always been fitness and healthy living and just living a well-rounded life. Taking that, inspiring and helping others to do the same, and then possibly being able to still support my family financially and achieve the goals and dreams that we have as a family. So during that time, at a time that I was a new mom, knew not what to expect, I was going to be going back to a full-time job that usually required me to be in the office from 9 a.m. till 6, 7 p.m. at night, long hours, busy times of the year, you know, how to juggle this all. And I decided to add something else on my plate. You know, it's like, what was I thinking? But I saw the potential, and I knew where it could head, and I believed in myself, and I knew that I was already inspiring others along the way, and I knew I could do this. So I gave it my all, and I was on the same page as my husband, and we said, you know what? Let's see where this takes me in 1 year's time. And at that time, I had no coach training. I was never plugged into an accountability group. I learned everything about this opportunity in business through social media, through YouTube, through Google. I was a self-taught person, and I was driven. I loved to work, so it came natural to me, and it was something that I was passionate about. So I learned along the way. I failed a lot. I connected with a lot of people, and it all literally began on that day that I was given the green light to begin my postpartum journey to gain my body back after having my daughter. I gained 40 pounds with her. I had a C-section, and I was ready to regain myself back. So I was going to start with a program called PIO, which originally I was introduced to at the gym. Now there was a home program of it. And I simply went on Facebook in a live video, and I just talked about where I was in my mindset and my journey, what my goal was, where I was headed. And I just invited anyone who wanted to join me to hold me accountable, to hold each other accountable. We would keep each other on track with our nutrition. We would get each other through our struggling moments of the day. And out of nowhere, I had people messaging me saying, yeah, tell me more about this. Yeah, I may be interested. This is the perfect time in my life. I could really use this. Let's do this together. And immediately I had this community of women just like me that we were going to lock arms together and do this program together, support each other virtually in this group. And in that season of my life, that's when I literally started running accountability groups. And I have not had one since. And that has been now for 4 years. I run a group on a monthly basis. So I'm starting to do the behaviors now as a coach. And naturally, I fell into it. I would work the business in between my mom cracks of the day, as I like to call it, those open pockets of time where I could either get up earlier, stay up a little bit later, DVR a TV show and do it during that time, be on the same page with my husband, and maybe give an hour or two at night after she went down for bed. And I just worked it in the cracks, and slowly but surely, I began to grow a business. And in that year's time, from the first year of her life, while she was at daycare, and knowing I don't want her to be there, I want to get her out of that situation. I want to be home with her. I don't want to miss the moments. I want to be living life by my design and not by someone else's. I gave it my all. And it was tiring, and it was hard work and dedication, but I loved it. I loved the impact I was making. I loved the positivity it brought into my life. It wasn't that corporate BS that I was dealing with. It was filling my cup more times than not. And just like anything in life, moments are hard. Some days you don't feel like doing it, but you keep pushing through because you have a bigger why and you have a bigger vision on your life. And knowing that I was doing this opportunity based on who I was, not being a billboard for the company, not spewing out prices and sales and promotions and photos of those things, but just being me and sharing in my journey, inspiring other women to do the same, continually giving value, helping others get through struggling points and showing how they can achieve their greatness. It just was something that has been a gift ever since. And it truly, I think and feel it's that one opportunity that you do get to be yourself, and you do get to be your authentic self and embrace all of your quirks and things that you feel make you so different, because it's in those different aspects of your life and what you do that are going to relate to other people. And you don't have to try to be a carbon copy or copy anyone else. You get to be you. And you get to celebrate who you are, show people how you fit this lifestyle in your journey, and inspire them to make a positive difference in their life. So during that year of all of that change going on, I dedicated myself, and I was able to walk away from my full-time career after 1 year of diving all in. And I haven't taken my foot off the pedal since then. My days do look a little bit different now that I am home full-time and with 2 girls. I still get up early. I still stay up a little later. I still work on their nap times rather than napping myself or doing something myself. I am treating this as a business, and I am dedicating myself throughout those mom cracks of the day, just split up differently, but it's not consuming me. I still have my weekends. I still can drop everything on a dime and go places and do things with them. I don't have to worry about PTO. And this opportunity can be whatever you make it. It doesn't have to be a full-time thing like I do. But I will say, if you are someone that is driven, if you are someone that needs purpose in life, you feel like you haven't found it yet, you don't like where you're headed, you are not happy in the situation that you're in, or you don't feel you really can grow in the situation that you are in. If you are someone that loves social media, but you don't like the reasons that you're on it, you want to find a more positive outlet to use it. If you want to get healthy, you're already on your health and fitness journey, you're passionate about health and fitness, and you just want to inspire someone else to make a positive change in their life, you can do that. And you don't have to be in the best shape, model fit, any of that. It's on the journey that you inspire others. It's showing people that you're human. It's taking them through the struggles that you are naturally going to grow this business for yourself. I truly feel like those of you that maybe are just starting to get back on their health and fitness journey, or you've been lost on it for a while, that you are the best candidate for a coach, because it's through your journey that you're going to inspire others naturally. If there is something that you feel that, you're stuck in that mom bubble, or you're so busy in your daily life right now and you don't have anything to call your own, you can't say that you really have a hobby, and you're looking for something to call your own, whether this is a fun hobby, a side hustle, or something to eventually become a full-time thing for yourself, it is totally doable. And the beautiful thing is that with just such a small investment to begin this, and the investment is in you and your health and your longevity of your life, something so small can turn into something so great. And the beautiful thing of it is, as well, is that there is no commitment. There is no long-term commitment. There is no contract. You aren't, obligated to do anything. It truly is an opportunity to make your own, and whatever that is. And like I said, there are so many levels and ways of approaching this. I have found my path in this. It may not necessarily be your path, but if you have a heart to serve, a mindset to help, you want to be better while also helping others get better at the same time too, this is truly an incredible opportunity that I feel so many can take advantage of. And obviously you have seen some potential in it, and to add that passion and purpose and positivity in your life, it's indescribable and truly has been a gift in my life. And it's why I continue sharing it with so many other women like yourself, because I know what it has done for me, and I know it can make such an impact in you as well. So that's just a little bit about me, what the community entails, the different levels of coaching, and the type of women that I think truly can benefit from this. So if you have any questions on what I just shared, comment below this. Feel free to introduce yourself. I love getting to know all of you, whether I invited you into this group or someone else within Fearlessly Made. But we are excited to have you and excited for the journey that we're going to go on throughout this day. But stay tuned. Melissa will be checking in next with some more information for you to digest. And like I said, look at the recording. If you feel like as you're going along with this too today that you know someone that could benefit from this opportunity as well in some way, invite them in. Please, the more the merrier. We're excited to get to know you, and I will see you later. But next up is Melissa. Happy Wednesday, ladies.